Once every century, the abyssal floor reverberates with a profound, rhythmic tremor. The colossal Titan Sea Kings forsake the maelstroms of the Grand Line, breaching an unseen boundary to descend into the treacherous stillness of the calm belt. Their pilgrimage is driven by a singular biological imperative: the great spawning. Fragile, life-bearing geodes demand absolute stability. For them, the calm belt is the sacred, primordial nursery. The season progresses. The vast clutch of young erupts from their shells, yet one singular egg remains, conspicuously late. When the shell finally yields and fractures, its siblings have already accumulated weeks of crucial growth. In this brutal ecosystem where sheer mass dictates authority, physical size is the clan's unyielding currency. It is, by fate, born into the shadow of the absolute bottom rung. The latecomer, diminutive and weak, cannot possibly contend with this overwhelming vortical consumption. To venture too close is to risk being inadvertently subsumed by its own gigantic kin. It is relegated to the fringes, scavenging the few disorganized scraps that escape the surge, surviving solely on a foundation of pure paranoia. To the Sea King, everything that moves within the water column is potential sustenance, including its immediate kin. The latecomer must dedicate every moment to evading the casual, constant hunger of its unsated, massive siblings. All Sea Kings utilize micro-ripples to locate prey, yet the relentless pressure of survival has forged the latecomer's senses far beyond the clan's standard. It achieves this heightened state by processing minute hydrodynamic shifts and, crucially, allowing it to predict danger before it strikes. Following a successful, violent collective hunt, the juvenile clan sinks into a profound, energy-conserving slumber. The latecomer, whose paranoia is ingrained, is always the last to yield. Yet, the very instant its consciousness begins to recede, a critical pressure anomaly registers across its hypersensitive membrane. From an unimaginable distance, a primal, immense rhythm begins to impose its presence. The latecomer instantly transmits a desperate alarm pulse to the clan and executes an escape at maximum velocity. Their pursuit was relentless until they reached the boundary of the calm belt, with only a handful of survivors remaining. Ahead lies the Grand Line's catastrophic vortex, a swirling, churning abyss of chaotic currents. For their fragile juvenile bodies, entry is a guaranteed death sentence. Then, the colossal shape reveals its terrifying reality. It is an ancient, fully grown Titan Sea King, its jaws opening into an immense, consuming void aimed at them all. The latecomer, marshaling the entirety of its courage, a quality forged by perpetual crippling fear, makes the final, monumental decision. It dives headfirst into the shredding, roaring turbulence. Forged by relentless adaptation, it grew ceaselessly until its titanic mass was sufficient to crush any opposition. This Sea King, molded by sheer paranoia and the ocean's fury, ultimately rose as an unmatched sovereign, ruling the savage, echoing deep in solitary majesty.